Welcome to the NBA Pick'em Show presented by Underdog Fantasy. Alongside Tyler Wiemann, I am Shannon Sommerville, and we've got 3 great NBA picks for you. Again, available on Underdog Fantasy. If you don't have Underdog Fantasy, go ahead and download it. Use the promo code LineStar when you do, and you'll get up to $100 of your first deposit match, plus 1 free month of LineStar. So if you've maybe been hearing us talk about it on the show and you want to just test it out, that's a great way to do it. Use that promo code LineStar on Underdog Fantasy today. And again, back with Underdog Fantasy for another entry today, and we've got an interesting slate of NBA games. Now, yesterday, we do have to acknowledge that we went just 1 and 2 on our picks, and Josh Hart let me down yesterday, Tyler. It was a rare occurrence, so I'm going to let it slide. I'm not over my Josh Hart picks quite yet, but
it definitely hurt me yesterday because we were talking about it before the game, and you're like, I like his rebounds the most. And that's the one part where he went on hitting, and I wasn't on board with his rebounds, but you were. So
and
I think it's my fault.
That's quite all right, Tyler. I listen to your advice whenever possible, because most of the time it does steer me in the right direction. So, I'll let it go for now. I'm just kidding. So 1 and 2 yesterday, and again, the Knicks, well, at least OG Anunoby hit for us, so that was good. But today, no Knicks for us, but we've got some great picks for you on Underdog Fantasy. If you are watching us right now on YouTube, do us a huge favor before we get started. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the LineStar YouTube channel, and comment below. A comment also enters you into our Pick'em contest. If we go 3 for 3, one randomly selected commenter will win $60, and we'll announce that on the show on Monday. It is Friday. Let's head into the weekend on a high note. So let's kick things off with a former Georgia Bulldog. Now, the Georgia Bulldogs lost last night to Florida, so I'm a little sad about that in college basketball, but we're talking NBA, and it's KCP. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, higher than 8.5 points. LineStar projecting KCP to rack up 9.5, averaging just over 10 per game this season, and he has been higher than 8.5 in 8 of the last 10. Over 55% of games this season, and he's got a very nice matchup today going up against the San Antonio Spurs, who are 23rd in points to opposing shooting guards. They're also not great with their perimeter defense. They are 26th in opponent 3-point percentage, so KCP can knock down a couple threes and hit this for us. What do you think, Tyler?
Yeah, I like the spot for KCP. I mean, the Spurs are just kind of allergic to playing defense. They routinely are allowing teams to score a ton of points on them. It's a pace-up spot for KCP. He averages over what the line is, and it's in a really nice spot. So I do like to go here. And if you look on our new team defense tool, they are 28th versus the shooting guard, and they're allowing 0.25 additional field goals made. So I think a lot of that just points in the direction of KCP going over here.
Now, I was just thinking as I was talking about that Georgia versus Florida game the other day, I think what I'm going to do, Tyler, is go on LineStar in the props AI tool and fire up the college basketball one and find a really great college basketball prop for everybody as well. Remember, March Madness is next week, and your bracket's going to be busted right away. So make sure to check out the LineStar app to help you in the pick'em market on Underdog Fantasy as well. All right, now it is time for our next 2 picks, and Tyler and I are each going to pick our best pick of the day on Underdog Fantasy. Who you got, Tyler?
I'm going to go with Keaton George, higher than 29.5 point rebounds and assists. I believe it's actually 29, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 29.5 right now. But still like that, Tyler.
Yeah,
I think it's a great
29.5. Okay. I love the spot for him, though. He's averaging 29 over the last 5 games. Then you got no Lauri Markkanen, no Jordan Clarkson, no Chris Dunn. So they are actually a little slim at guard, which they haven't been, pretty much all season. Over the last 10 games, he's had 33 plus minutes in 6 of them. And that is, with Dunn and Clarkson playing a little bit. He is going to play a ton of minutes tonight. He's averaging 28 in the month of March, and now he has one of the best matchups in the league at point guard in Atlanta. So I love the spot. I love the extra workload and extra usage he's going to get, and I think he's going over.
Nice. I love Keyonte George tonight against that Atlanta defense that's been giving up a lot of points to point guards lately. They've been popping off against Atlanta, so I love this spot here for George. I'm also going to go to a point guard. I'm going Toronto Raptors point guard Immanuel Quickley, higher than 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists. LineStar projecting Quickley for just over 40 PRA. He's been averaging just over 37 in the month of March and has been higher than that 35.5 mark 6 of the last 10 games. Now, in this one, the Raptors are without Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett, who's out for personal reasons. Gary Trent is also listed right now as questionable. With Barrett out, Barnes and Barrett, actually, usage goes up 14%, points per 100 up 11%, and assists also up 10% for Quickley. So he's going to get the minutes and the volume here. Now, he does have a tougher matchup tonight going up against the Orlando Magic. They are second in defensive efficiency. However, this game is on the road for them where they have played a little bit less than stellar defense. So given the fact that Quickley's going to get the opportunity, I think he could have a really great game, specifically in the points department as well. So I'm liking Immanuel Quickley higher than 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I don't know. What do you think, Tyler? It's a former New York Knicks.
I mean, Quickly's just been playing an insane amount of minutes, and I don't think that's ending today. It is, a bit of a slower paced game with Magic. All of their games are slower, but it also means that there's more likelihood that he's going to play those extra minutes tonight because the game won't be quite as fast. So I do like Quickley. He's been extremely good over the short term here.
Yeah, and he's a sharpshooter who can get hot pretty quick. So if he does, watch out, Orlando Magic tonight. All right, here is our entry on Underdog Fantasy. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope higher than 8.5. Keyonte George higher than 29.5 points, rebounds, assists. And Immanuel Quickley higher than 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists. You can tail us on the Underdog Fantasy app. And remember to use that promo code LineStar when you download the app. So you can get that $100 deposit match plus that 1 free month of LineStar. And you can check out the Props AI tool, which has a tab specifically so you can look up Underdog Fantasy, where LineStar likes the projection, and it's a great tool for all of your research needs. So make sure to check that out as well. The link to that is below. Good luck. Happy Friday. And again, check back here a little bit later. I'm going to do some research right now on some college basketball for you guys. Getting excited for the tournament next week. I'll also try to drop some next week as well. So make sure you tune into the LineStar YouTube channel. Again, we want to hear your comments below. A comment enters you into the Prop Bets contest, whereby we will give out $60 if we go 3 for 3 on our Underdog Fantasy entry for today. So good luck out there. We'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend.
Good luck, guys. Bye.